Hello, everyone. Welcome to BizChicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today I am here with my friend and colleague. I'm Robin Shimizu, and she has her friends coming in later. But Robin, we just look forward to this program because you're always talking about happy, healthy habits. I like habits that make me happy. So, because most of them are like, oh, do I have to do this? But I like happy habits.
This is a good one today.
Oh, good. So,
Well,
what do
last
you have
we
for
had,
us today?
excuse me, last week we had Maureen Stevenson on
Mm,
with us, and she
yes,
talked about the hidden sugars that
yes,
are
she
in our
did.
foods. So it got me thinking, it's summertime, it's June 22nd, and all the fruits that are out there that we
Mm,
should, take advantage of during the summertime. And so I thought I would just go over there are 20 fruits, and I'm going to go through them quickly because there's
mhm.
a lot of overlap in terms of the health benefits.
Okay.
There were some surprising ones for me. Um, so the very first fruit that they recommended was apples because of
Ah,
the soluble fiber, and it just really helps boost your immune system. And the one that surprised me that's a fruit is an avocado.
I didn't know that was a fruit, but go
Yeah,
ahead.
an avocado, they recommend it just because it's so nutrient dense. So I'm
Mhm.
gonna go through these really quickly, and we know a lot of this, but it's just a reminder for people to
Okay.
when you go to the grocery store, pick up the fruit and take advantage of the fruit that are out there because they are so good for us. One of the ones that came out, blueberries, blackberries, we all know that the berries are a really good source of nutrients and anti-inflammatory properties. But there's a black currants. Now, I don't see
Mm.
black currants that often. You might see it at the farmers markets, but they are the richest berry, and they're the ones that they really, if you can find them, black currants are also really good. Cherries, right now is cherry season.
Mhm.
Cherry season, and so and then they recommended cranberries for urinary tract,
Oh,
prevention.
uh-huh.
And grapefruit is really high in potassium, as are bananas, and grapes for your cardiovascular system.
Uh-huh.
Kiwi because it's also very nutrient dense and it reduces triglycerides.
Oh.
And olives. Olives was on the list of fruit because of its natural anti-inflammatory properties. I don't know how to eat a raw olive, but
Oh.
it was on the list of things that we should be looking for. Oranges and papaya, papaya high in vitamin A, and it's bioavailable vitamin A, which is unusual. Like carrots are also vitamin A rich. Pears, plums, pomegranates, all of them because of their antioxidant properties. But plums, they were saying memory and bone health.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't that amazing? And then strawberries, way down on the bottom of the list, support brain function. And tomatoes are considered a fruit.
Yes, yeah, uh-huh.
And they are naturally rich in anti allergenic properties.
Oh,
So for allergies,
tomatoes?
tomatoes.
Oh, that's good
And
news.
and the excuse me, I'm a little congested today. Watermelon, 92% water,
Mm.
and it's really high and rich in vitamin C and potassium.
Oh, wow.
So today I just wanted to remind people, let's take advantage of the fruits that are available to us. Going to the farmers market and you can't go wrong with any fruit, really. Right?
I hear you. You say it's kind of hard to go wrong with fruit.
So I'm thinking in my own kitchen, all I have are bananas and apples, and I have some grapes. But the list is 20. There's 20 different fruits on there, and I don't have any berries in the house. So I'm thinking I need to go to the grocery store.
Oh, My berries are frozen. Um, and I just add them to my smoothie because I'm not eating enough green vegetables. So I try to make a green smoothie at least every other day,
Good for you.
and stick those berries in there, um, just to keep everything moving. As
Well,
Maureen says, everything moving.
and they
So,
say a green drink is one
mhm.
of the best things you could do for yourself.
Mm.
A green drink.
So
So
maybe what I'll add to that green drink is try to find something that's already made that has avocados in it, or even go as far as to try to add some plums.
yeah, buy the fresh fruit and just throw them all in
Throw it
there.
in there, yeah. Because
Uh,
I have a bullet. So the bullet, does like individual drinks, and it's the one thing that works for me. I have a juicer, but I'm not using that,
mhm,
and I have a blender, but I
mhm.
tend to what do you call it? Lean towards the bullet because it's quick and it doesn't create a lot because it's just
I
me.
That's right. I like the bullet also because you also, maintain the fiber that's in the fruit that the
Uh,
juicers don't. Juicers give
that's
you the
true,
fruit,
huh?
but the
That's true.
fiber is so good for you too. Yeah,
Yes, because I know when you said the apples, you start talking about the skin. I was like, oh, okay. Well, now here's one thing we can do, huh, Robin, is add that apple a day.
that's right. That's right.
An apple a day keeps the
And it
doctor
takes
away.
the doctor away.
Yes. So who do you have for us today?
So today we are blessed with Dr. Lawana Parker.
Ooh.
She is our journaling coach, and
Mhm.
she is a blogger, and she helps us, maintain our mental health by putting our thoughts down on paper and helping us figure out, how we're going to get that stuff out of our brain onto paper, and it's healthy to do that, and also gratitude in terms of writing your gratitudes down. So anyway, Lawana is our journaling coach, and we're excited to see her today. She's going to talk about writing in general, the
Okay.
benefits of writing in general.
Well, I have unmuted her and we're going to bring her to the stage. How do you do, Dr. Parker?
I'm just fine. Thank you so much for asking.
It's so good to have you.
It's good to be here. I thank you so much. Gosh, I'm looking forward to exploring this magical realm of creative writing today.
Well, Dr. Parker, we are so glad to have you in the studio. And we want people to know that, if they're interested in the subject of blogging, that they really should look into working with you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
not just blogging, writing, period. I just, I've always been passionate about reading and writing because when people put words on paper, it can change the world. You stop and think about uh, books like the Bible, for example. It's still the number one bestseller in the world.
That's
And
true.
how many thousand years it was ago that they wrote that Bible? But it's
Mm.
still very important. So, yes, the written word to me is very powerful. It transformed me from, oh, so many times when I felt alone or just out of it. And I could pick up a book and I could go anywhere. Somebody
Mm.
put down a story that just moved me into that world and it just changed for me. It was very powerful.
Wow. Well,
So,
it's my understanding, before you get started, it's my understanding you have a new book. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
yes, I published last month my blogging journey, 31 days to how, personal growth and reflection. And
Uh-huh.
it's actually all about when I decided to take blogging seriously. And I took this challenge. It was a 31-day challenge. Each day was something different for me to respond to. And so
Mm.
I wrote each day about whatever it was that it was asking of me. Sometimes it was humorous, sometimes it was serious, sometimes it was just sharing something about me. And I thought this is a good way for my clients and others to get to know me. And it was also a good way for me to let other people know that you can write a book simply by using your blog.
Mm.
Now, I was speaking with someone yesterday and she wants to write a book, but she doesn't know if she can. And she shared with me about all these articles that she's written over the years and stories about her family and things. So I told her, I said, well, you already have written your book. You just have to put it together, format it, and get it published. So we're going to be talking about her doing that. And she'll be a new writer on the market.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Amazing. So, how can blogging help us as regular folks that we're not necessarily ready to blog, but and we
Well, I
haven't?
have a really basic question. What is a blog?
Ah,
Well, a blog pretty much is you. You're sharing who you are, and you can. When I started blogging, let me put it this way: when I started blogging, I was looking for something to do because COVID had hit us, and I had finally realized that COVID was serious, and I was going to be stuck in the house for a while, and I wanted something to do. And since writing was always something that I wanted to do, but I'll be honest, I was hesitant about opening myself up to things for other people to see.
mm,
So that was mainly why I took that 31-day challenge, because I had to answer these questions and I needed to be as truthful as possible. And so I did it. And as I did that, it helped me to learn some things about myself that I had forgotten, memories I had forgotten. It also helped me to get over being nervous about sharing me, because when the 31 days was up, I just kept on writing. Now, I didn't have things to write every single day. So what I did was I'd go read what somebody else had, or an article or something that was in a book, and then I would write about that, share that on the blog. So a blog can be anything. If you're a person who likes to travel, write about the places that you've gone or going to. Share that with people who can't travel. It's a
mm,
way for them to possibly see other parts of the world that maybe they wouldn't have an opportunity to otherwise. Um, if you're a person who has a spiritual beliefs and you want to reach more people than just a handful that you know, here's a way to share your beliefs with people. Now, trust me, when you first get started, you might not get any readers for a few weeks, but that's okay. Just keep writing anyway, because eventually someone is going to discover you and they'll come back if they like what you have to say.
mm.
Your blog is not going to be for everyone, so don't get your feelings hurt if you don't have an army load of people reading your blog every single day. I have to tell you, I think I had been writing about a month or more before I got the first person who subscribed to my blog.
Mm,
And up until that point, I honestly don't know for a fact how many people were reading it.
mm,
Um, I know that the analytics would say how many views, how many visitors, but that didn't tell me that they were reading the blog. And maybe just popped in to see, oh, here's a new person, or what's this about? Ah, not interested, and keep going. I have no way of knowing. But I am happy to say today I have over 350 subscribers. So there must be something that I'm sharing that they're interested in.
yes.
Mm,
Wow. Okay. This is
yeah,
good.
thank you. Blogging
Hmm.
is fun. And that's, if you're not interested in writing a book, or you don't want to actually sit down and write a journal, this might be another way for you to get things off your mind. I'm telling you, people write about pretty much everything, whether it's how they feel about politics or the neighbor down the street who got on their nerve. They write about just anything that they want, and you can dedicate your blog to something. For example, a spiritual writer might only write about things spiritually related,
Mhm.
or someone who's in finances may only write about things related to finances. Once I decided that I was going to write a blog on a continuous basis, I had to decide, okay, what is it that I could write about every single day and still be excited? And what I discovered was that there was just too many things I was interested in that I
Mm.
like sharing, because in my heart, I'm a teacher. Anytime I learn something, I want to share it with other people. So what I ended up doing was I wrote a blog in which I told people, I said, okay, I I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember the exact words I said, but I told them my blog will not be sticking with any one particular subject. Um, Anytime I learn something that I would like to share with you, I will write it here on my blog. So if you're looking for someone to stick with a particular subject, then this blog is not for you. But if
Mm.
you like a variety of things, then you're welcome to continue coming back to my blog. And so that's what I do. I write about confidence, setting goals, being motivated, overcoming obstacles, letting go of those limiting beliefs. Whatever comes into my head, it might be something that I'm going through. And I'll share what I learned about what I should be doing, and I share it with you, so that if you're going through the same thing, you now have some idea of what you can do to um, get out of that situation as well. So it's been a great venture for me. It's pretty soon, it's going to be 3 years. I figured out how many blogs I have to do to hit 3 years, and I am 59 days short of being exactly having exactly 3 years worth of blog posts up. So right now I'm at 1,039.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, 1,040 because today's goes up.
okay.
So I got actually 65. I'm sorry, 65 days to go um, before I have exactly 3 years of continuous blog posts that have gone up.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. I If anybody had told me that I could do that, I would not have agreed with them. Because I had started a blog one time before, and it was a hit and miss.
Uh,
I'd blog today, and then it might be a month before I remember it and go back and put something else up there. So if someone happened to like what I had written and they kept coming back to check after a few days or a couple of weeks, they said, well, I guess she's not writing anymore, and they'd be gone. So it was a hit and miss, but I wanted to try it, and I did. But this time I took it seriously. I
mm.
Once that I finished that 31-day challenge, I just wanted to continue going every day, and I thought I'd stop at 100, but then I kept going.
Oh my goodness.
Mm.
That must have been a really powerful personal journey for yourself, Lawana, because in the meantime, you're looking at all of these great habits and things that you're doing for yourself and gaining your own strength in all of this.
Yeah, it was a great journey, and it is a great journey because there are still things I have to overcome. You know, it's like how we always talk about what we want to do, but in
Mhm.
our minds we keep thinking, oh, well, when I get good at this, then I'll do it. Or
Yes.
we find all these reasons. And if I had continued being that way, I never would have got the blog started.
Mm.
I never would have stayed with it. So being disciplined was important to me. And I'll tell you, someone who gave me that idea of being disciplined was a girl I had met in 2018. I did a retreat, and she came as the guest of the speaker.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice young lady. I had forgotten to get a photographer, and she came. She had her camera, and she asked, "Do you mind if I take pictures?" Bless her heart. She gave me a record of what I had done, because otherwise I'd have no record of that retreat. And we were talking, and she was sharing with me that she blogged, and she told me she had over 1 million followers.
Oh my goodness.
And I asked her, "How on earth did you get 1 million followers?" And she said, "Well, I blog every day. No matter how tired I am, I make sure before I go to bed, I blog something. And I do that every day." And I never saw her again after that until, well, I didn't see her then. She sent me an email. I think it was about 3 years ago. She had written a book, and she said, "I'm sending you a copy of my book because you inspired me." And, and I thought, what? So anyway, she sent me a copy of her book. It was
Mm-hmm.
really a very nicely written book, said some great points in there. But when I decided to blog, I thought about her. And I thought, well, she blogged every day. She didn't let nothing stop her. I'm gonna start with this 31 days and see what happens. Can I stick to it? And every time I felt like giving up, I remember what she said. I blog every day, no matter how tired I am. And so that's what I did. I would go ahead and blog. I mean, there were a few times when my blog was simply, "I am so tired." But I promised that I was going to blog every day. So I
Exactly.
am blogging to let you know just how tired I am. And before I know it, I'd end up with 4 or 5 paragraphs of something that I had written, because I think while I was writing that, I think about something that might have happened that day or the day before, and I would just include it in that blog. So that kept me going doing that. Holidays and weekends, I was something else I had told people, that sometimes I may not write on those days. I may just post a quote or a picture with a nice quote on it. And so sometimes on the weekends or the holidays, I might not write a blog post. I'll put up a really good post. I'm sorry, a quote. And depending on how I'm feeling, I might add something to that quote, or put a nice picture of and comment on it, so that every day I am doing something on that blog. So anytime somebody comes, they know they're going to get something. It may not be there at the same time every day,
Mm-hmm.
because I get involved in things, so many things happening, that I sometimes forget I'm supposed to be writing my blog. And I
Mm-hmm.
have written my blog as late as 11 or 11:30, and
Mm.
rushing it to get it on there before midnight. And one time I actually missed it, and midnight showed up. So so I went ahead and posted a blog anyway,
Mm-hmm.
and let people know, "You're going to get another one today." And so I would do that. Later that day, I would post another blog, because
Uh-huh.
I had that commitment that every day they would get a blog.
Now see that's as a reader, I would feel cherished
Mhm.
that you would, first of all, apologize, and then double down. It lets me know that I can come back here and you're committed.
Mhm. Yes, it goes out every single day. And what is strange is because I've been putting these hashtags here for the last 3, 4 weeks. I'm not good with hashtags,
Mm-hmm.
but ChatGPT is great with hashtags. So I tell it what my blog is about and ask it for the best hashtags to go with that, and it gives me hashtags, and I put it over there. And I've been noticing that it seems like more and more people are showing up.
Finding
uh,
it.
I don't know if I don't know if they're actually reading it, but they're,
Mhm.
according to the analytics, they're going up. The numbers are going up.
Good.
So they might stop by and look and keep going, but they do stop by.
There you go.
Hmm.
That's a good thing. You want as
Hmm.
many eyeballs as possible on your blog. So if someone wanted to get into blogging, what would you recommend?
Well, I use WordPress,
Mhm.
but unlike me, I suggest that you get someone to help you set it up so that it looks really nice and pretty. At the time when I set mine up, I didn't have the money, so I did it myself. So
Mhm.
it's not pretty the way I would like it, but the words are there. You can find them. There's no problem with that. It's just not fancy or anything.
Mhm.
Uh, but if you want that prettiness, you want it to be organized in a certain way, then you might want to get someone who's familiar with setting up a website. Uh, and then WordPress is the easiest place, as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to doing blogs. Because even if you don't know how to do anything, you just go over there and select one of their templates and then start writing. Start
Okay.
writing and posting. Now you can do it for free, but when you do it for free, then of course they're going to have their name as part of the URL, or
Mhm.
you can pay um, to use their website, and then you have whatever title you've selected on there. So, yeah, it's very easy. Just start writing. Decide if you already have a website, then
Mhm.
just add another page and call that your blog and start writing there. You don't have to go set up a whole new website for that.
Mhm.
In fact, I keep being told that I need to have a website,
Mhm.
not just a blog. And I was thinking about that, and I thought, well, no, I've established this blog. I don't want to have to run to two different places.
Yes.
So I'm just going to add a page that would have the things that I'm doing, my writing and stuff like that. And then people don't have to run over to another area to look for what I have. I don't have to try to remember to tell people about both places. They can go to
Mhm.
that one, and they'll have
Yes.
access to everything. I am starting to do uh, uh, writing sessions,
Okay.
and I am. I will be announcing the date on that. I haven't started yet. I have a new girl that I start working with on Monday. I'm really excited about that. She took me up on a challenge.
Mhm.
Now, people weren't paying attention to my Facebook because I put in there that I had one spot available for someone to
I saw that.
receive. Did you? Well, one person actually took me up on it.
Okay.
And so we're gonna start working together Monday. Mhm.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
Beautiful. Now, I I think I put your blog up earlier. Is that WordPress?
Yes, it is. Mhm.
Okay, so let me show that page. This is it. Speak
That's it.
Lead Right with Lawana Parker. Path to grow of growth and perseverance.
Yeah, that was the post I put up yesterday. So
This,
today a new one will go up. Haven't quite decided what it'll be, but there's something.
but when you subscribe, it says to my blog, you will also receive my ebook, Courage to Live Your Dreams. That was good. I read that book.
Did you?
21 journal prompts to stir a winning spirit, the spirit that lies within. So, guys, don't forget to go over and check out Dr. Parker's blogging site here, lawanablogs.com. And I put that in the chat for those of you who are looking for it. You'll be able to find it easily. And also, we want to again um, state that you have a new book. So I'm going to put that book up again.
Thank
Let's
you.
see. Yes, over here on Amazon. My blogging journal, 31 days of personal growth and reflection.
Yes. And I had someone, I was at a meeting yesterday,
Hmm.
and someone was doing a motivational speech, and he read my book, and he talked about um, the writing and how great it was, and um, he encouraged people to go out and purchase it. And because he had been a client of mine before, he told them I was a great coach to work with.
Oh,
So
Isn't that
that
nice?
just touched my heart. Totally was not expecting that to come out, and it was great. Yeah.
oh,
Fantastic.
Mhm.
So we are just happy to know that the book is doing well and that people are benefiting from the book.
Mhm.
yeah.
So
It is.
thank you so much, Dr. Parker.
Oh, you're welcome. As usual, it is a pleasure to be here with you ladies.
Well, we love you, Lawana. We just love it when you come and share your wisdom with us.
Thank you. Uh, I, I apologize. I didn't mean to add anything, but I just have to say this. I am going to talk about being my age.
Okay.
Okay, maybe the next time I'll share what the excitement of being my age. Because I've been hearing people complaining about getting a certain age and
Really?
I don't know what to do. It's surprising because I thought in this day and age, everybody, no matter what their age, they're ready to go.
To
But
find
there are
something to do.
some,
Yeah.
yeah, there are still some who think that because they've gotten a certain age that life is over. And I just want to remind people that it's just beginning. Today is the first chapter of the rest of your life, and you get to write it.
There you go.
There you go.
I love it. You get to write it. Wow. Well, Robin, you want to tell us what's coming up next week?
Next week, we have Lakeisha Appleton with us.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping she's going to talk about sunscreen and protecting our skin during these hot summer months that we are going to be getting pretty soon, I guess. It's already.
Yes. And even that, when we're driving and just going about our daily stuff,
Mhm.
we need some kind of protection. I was listening to an article on a program the other day, and they were talking about it. So yes, the more we know, the better we can do.
Yes. And it's
Ladies, I just
a
want to
lot of
thank
it is just good reminders. We already know this,
you. Hmm.
but it's we just have to be reminded sometimes.
Absolutely. And I was admiring your T-shirt, uh, and the graphics on there are so pretty. I love that bloom on there. You want, you want to share a little bit about that T-shirt before we
Oh
go?
yeah, this is my sister bought this for me. It's a crane, and it's
Uh-huh.
she bought it for me as a fundraiser when in Japan when they had that big tsunami.
Mm,
Oh, many years ago. It
yes,
was a
I
fundraiser, and
remember.
it's still beautiful, and I still love wearing it. So I'm going to go to a reflexology appointment today. So I thought I would wear it as part of my healing practice.
Sounds great. Well, I'm so glad that you shared that story because things can have sentimental value. I noticed that Dr. Parker has candles in her set, but I'm not going to say anything about that because that's a whole nother subject. But I'm sure it's very calming, is it not?
Yes, it is.
Hmm.
Yes, it is.
Yes. So, guys, we want to remind you that if you're looking to be a part of this great Biz Chicks community, you can simply text Biz to 33777, or you can find us over at bizchicks.net. We'd love to share with people what it is you do and how you serve. I want to remind everybody that First Monday is coming up soon. We'll be meeting over at Seasons 52 in about a week or so. And we'd love for you to come out and be a part. We'd love to meet you, greet you, and introduce you to the other Biz Chicks. So, so if you're in the Sacramento, California area, you can meet us over there at Seasons 52 on First Mondays. Guys, we love you. We just want to say it's okay to make money in your business. So go to the front of your own line. Have a great day. Thank you again, ladies. Bye bye.
Mhm.